Welcome back to Turner Farms, ladies and gentlemen. Today, this video is going to be all over the place, from finishing up bean harvest, start picking corn, to chopping bean fodder. So, let's get right into the video. Sorry for this being all over the place. It's just, I've been filming when I can because I've been busy. So, it may not be the best, but at least I'm getting footage, so. Unfortunately, I did not get any video of pulling the chopper out of the shed, servicing the chopper. Didn't get any video of the corn picker running at all, because I was always working when I was running. I never got up to the field to film it, but whatever. I'll do a walk around on our new to us picker later on. So, hope you guys enjoy this video. Thanks for watching. Alright, well, we're at the other farm now. But yeah, most of this farm done. Working on the last field here in this farm, then I'll move to another farm. I don't know how many acres are on this farm, but there's some old mower plows here and whatnot. Trail cam there, looks like. So there's a field up here, and there's a field across the road over there. You can see the barn there and the silo. There's a road that runs up there. I don't know how many acres that field is. 15, 20 or something. And this field here is probably 15, 20, somewhere in there. So I'll take the Versatile back there. Dad took off half an hour ago with the semi of a full load. And I dumped 3/4 of the grain cart load in there. Maybe not quite 3/4. But we'll get going. Alrighty, well, I just finished filling the Peterbilt. The green truck, the straight truck. Here comes Michael coming towards me. There's actually a pretty decent sized hill there in that field. Can't really see it camera. Even just looking at it from here, it's not that big. But when you get on top of it or on the side of it, it's a decent sized hill. So we're finishing up here, and then we'll move to the next farm. The co-op closes in less than half an hour, so once we get this farm done, we're going to call her quits for harvesting, but we're going to move everything over to the leatherberries, I believe. So, see what happens. Keep you guys tuned in, I guess. Welcome back to Turner Farms, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're picking corn. As you can see, it's corn picking time. So we're about not quite half full with this crib yet because it kind of fills it unevenly. We got this crib. This crib was, I don't know, 3/4 of the way full from last year's corn. Topped that one off. So now we're starting with this one. Now we got those two back there to do, and then there's another one down at the other farm to do. And I honestly would like to get another crib to replace this crib here, since that crib started leaning towards the end of last year. The foundation's good, so we might find a crib to put over that. And as you can see, why is there a picker sitting there yet? They're still somehow picking corn. We bought another picker, one nicer than this one. Original paint, looks beautiful, runs beautiful. As you can see, the corn's it's actually yellow compared to having husks on and whatnot. But the new picker, new to us, here, 300 picker, it fills the gravity wagons a lot better than that one back there did. It throws it all the way to the back. And it husks the ears a lot better too, obviously. This one had a major malfunction, we'll say, this spring when we were finishing up the 5 acres we had over in the other field. There's a fan in there that blows all the husks and trash off the corn. That blew apart. And it did some other damage in there. I haven't looked at it since. So that one used to have a 3-row narrow head on it. And the new picker, new to us picker we bought had a 2-row wide head on it. So we swapped heads. So my Uncle Ben's out there running the new picker now. The new idea is still sitting in the shed here. We don't like to use it because it tends, with this type of corn we're picking right now, it'll shell the ears pretty badly, and we don't want that. The John Deere won't do that nearly as bad. So we got the bee on the elevator here. I'm waiting for Brant to get back from another load. It's actually pretty windy out here. Not too bad staying on this side of the shed, but yeah. Open this field up too here so we have room to bring the gravity wagons in here. Well, let's see what happens. I don't know what I'll film next. Probably won't get to the picker today, but let's see what happens. Gosh darn it, how did they find me? I'm not even doing tillage. And yet they still find ways to find me. Damn seagulls. Alrighty everybody, so it's the next day. I did not get any footage of the corn picker running. They're actually picking corn in that field over there. And I'm in the bean field of ours. One of our bean fields. The only bean field that this farm has. And I'm up here flipping over these windrows because it got rained on. And we want to put some of the stuff in the barn for bedding for the cows. So I don't really like doing this because you run the risk of running rocks through your chopper and getting dirt in your bedding. But it needs to dry out in the bottom. The top's nice and dry, but the bottom needs to dry out. So it needs to be flipped over. But this rake is actually doing a pretty decent job. But to be honest, this is my first time raking soybean fodder. Dad's done it in the past. Once, I think. But we don't like doing it. But it needs to be done. I don't know if I'll do the whole field. I don't know how many rounds it'll take to fill a chopper box, but I want to put about 5 loads in the barn. Then Michael wants, I think, 3 loads in his barn down there at his calf farm. So we'll do that then. I don't know. It should take about, well, I don't know. I might just go ahead and rake the whole field, but we'll see what time it is. I mean, right now it's like 2 something, so I guess it's done quick. Alright, we're back. I turned around. So I'll probably just go ahead and do the whole field just in case, because it is actually pretty wet in the bottom side of the bedding. So it rained, today is Wednesday, and it rained on Monday. It was only supposed to rain like 1/3 of an inch, not even that. And it rained like 1/2 inch or more or something. And it came down pretty hard too for a little while. And it's supposed to be sunny today, but now there's rain coming, which they say is going to dissipate before it gets here, but I don't know. We'll see. I hope it does dissipate, because I don't want to rake this crap again. I don't want to be out here in the first place, so I don't want to come back out here a second time. That's what we're up to today. I don't know if they'll be picking any more corn today. If so, I'll try to film that. But it's my sister's birthday, so got some stuff planned for her. Gotta do that. But that crib at home is over halfway full now. They worked until 9, I think, last night. Well, I'll get back to you guys when something special happens. Hopefully the rake doesn't drop on the ground or something. That shouldn't happen, but you never know. You gotta expect the unexpected. Right, seagulls? Right. Alrighty, everybody, welcome back to Turner Farms. Today we are playing hill climb with the Magnum and the chopper in the Badger box. So what I'm doing right now is I'm currently chopping bean fodder. So I raked this yesterday, as you guys saw. I only raked half of it though. I said I was going to rake the full thing, but I only raked half of it. I already got 2 chop boxes just from doing the headlands down there, and 2 rolls down by the trees down there. So I'm working on my 3rd box. We only have 3 front unloads. The rest of our chop boxes are rear unloads. So I think I want to put 5 loads of the stuff in the barn. I was afraid this stuff was going to be too wet. Shift down the gear. I was afraid it was gonna be too wet, but it's plenty dry. There's dust rolling off it. I wasn't expecting this much dust to be rolling off it. But it's dry, which is a good thing. Don't worry, I stuck my hand in the windrows too to make sure there was no moisture or nothing. There wasn't that I felt. So I'm roughly going about 2 miles an hour right now. Sometimes I can go like 2.5. I usually stick around 2, because that's how this old 892 chopper can handle. Where it plugs is, it'll plug going into the feeder house. It's like the feeder house just can't handle that much material coming in. So, look at these, they'll get this chopper box full, and then I think I'm gonna get the blower set up at the barn. I'm by myself today. So I think I'm gonna try and get the blower set up at the barn. I don't know where Dad wants his bedding in the barn, which side of the barn he wants it, or which end, or whatever. So I have to talk to him about that, see what he says, and then we'll go from there. So I am absolutely loving this Magnum on the chopper. Before we had the Magnum, we always ran the 1256s on the choppers. Even when we were chopping hay. Only time we didn't run the 1256 on the chopper was when we chopped corn. That's the only time the 2+2 ran the chopper. So the Magnum is really nice for this because it has an enclosed cab. So I'm gonna set you guys down here because I got this nice corner I gotta deal with. I don't know if you guys can tell or not, but the crib's almost full, so I'm sitting back here. I gotta let Brant know when it's full. It won't take much longer to fill it up. If I remember right, I think it takes like 27 loads to fill this thing up. So I got all 3 chopper boxes filled up back at the bean field. So Brant come up, pick me up, brought a chopper box home. Once we're finished with this here, we're gonna get the blower set up in the barn. I don't know if Brant's gonna help me with that or not. So that skinny ear fell out there. Another one fell out. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm running out of room on my phone. So this is the last wagon going to the barn. Luckily I got all the chopper boxes filled that I needed to get filled before it rained. It just quit raining and it made it miserable of holding that chopper box. Dust flying everywhere, rain falls, the dust is all sticking to you. At least there's a west wind though, southwest wind, blowing the dust that way. So, this is the last chopper box of bean fodder going in the barn. I have it blowing right against that wall there right now. At least it should be blowing right there. Somewhere in that area is blowing. You can see the dust coming out of the seams of the wood. 5.6 is working good. 806 working good. This is the worst wagon for me leaving a pile over here. So I got my pitchfork here. This one must have bigger gears on it because the low side on this one is basically the high on that chop box. So the high on this one is really fast. So yeah. When the dust settles, I'll take you upstairs and show you the pile. That'll be a while. But this stuff is definitely dry, which is good. I saw the Magnum sitting up in the field, the water from the buyer's box. I filled that before it started raining. So I'm gonna put you guys down for now. So Well, we're filling the crib down at the other farm now. There's shell corn flying everywhere. This is where volunteer corn comes from. This is the first time this crib's been filled in about, I don't know, 20 years. There was another one right there. There's concrete foundation there, but that one's gone. So I think as a plan, we're going to fill this one up because the 3 up at home are filled, 4 up at home are filled. Fill this one up, we're going to call her good. We're going to combine the rest, I believe. Maybe fill those 2 bins we have at home, those 2 little 1,000 bushel bins, whatever they are. So yeah, it's wagon number 2 going in right now. Got a wagon for shell corn that comes out of there. So yeah. Working well.